And then all together, inhale, bring hands to heart center, and let's share the pranava 3 times. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And repeating 1 time, or chanting 1 time, the longer version of the Guru mantra. Take a breath in. Guru Brahman, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahman, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you exhale, let's release the position. Go ahead, come into child's pose. Today, hopefully, if my strength stays with me, we're going to work through awareness of that core strength and lifting the back leg behind you as we do in a warrior 3. But let's start in child's pose first. Just nice gentle warm up of the back. Opening up the shoulders, knees, hips, ankles. And once more, find your breath here. Let's stay here for just a few more breaths. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to neutral tabletop. Knees and hips in line. Forearms or wrists and shoulders in line. And let's begin with the cow and cat. All together, inhale up. And exhale into cow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let's all come into a neutral tabletop and just keep that awareness of where you are right now in terms of muscle engagement to hold this squared off hips and how this is different from when we were in the cow and cat position. Bring your left knee into the center of the mat for stability. As you inhale, extend the right leg behind you. Keep the toe on the mat. Straighten the knee, square off the hips. Now, here, again, inhale and exhale into cow and cat, just to be aware of where our back is, all right? Let's begin. Inhale, look up. And exhale into cow. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your right leg where it is. Come into that neutral tabletop. Be aware of the muscles you're engaging to hold this nice, stable back. And from here, as you inhale, raise the right leg behind you as much as you can without compromising the squareness of your hips, without arching the back. So you're still aware of keeping stability in that lower back. As you push through the hands and the wrists, you're keeping stability in the upper back. You're not letting the belly fall to the mat. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here for a breath. As you exhale, bend that knee, bring it in towards the chest, but do not change the position of your spine. Good. Inhale, extend the leg behind you once more. Exhale, bring that knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last one. Inhale, extend. And exhale, release the right knee to the mat. Left leg, as you inhale, extend the left leg behind you, keep the left toe on the mat. If you lost your position, try and find it again in terms of your hips and back. Again, cow and cat. Let's begin. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round the back into cow. Keep the hips square. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral position. Once you're satisfied, inhale. Raise the left leg behind you. Don't let your belly drop down. Keep lifting as much as you can. Keep the integrity of your spine from shoulders, behind the rib cage, all the way to the hips. You can flex that ankle. That helps to really find the awareness of the big muscle group that is lifting the leg behind you, which is your glutes. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. As you exhale, bring that left knee in. And then inhale, extend back behind you. Be very aware of what's happening in the spine. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Bring the knee in. Exhale, release back. And I'll simply bring the left knee to meet the right. And sit back in child's pose. Hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, go ahead, come right down on the mat in your own position. Bringing your arms into position for the Sphinx pose. Ideally, elbows, shoulders are in line, hands are in front of us. Nicely open fingers. Your feet can be hip width apart. Keep the heels pointing up. I can feel my thighs on the mat. I can feel my hip points, my belly button on the mat. Let's take those shoulders and shrug them behind us. Feel like I have a nice long neck. Coming up into Sphinx. As you inhale, first lift the head. Only the head, stay here. Now, before you even think about lifting up higher, you want to think about extending the spine forward in the direction of the head, and then we shine the heart. All right, so as you inhale, think extend forward, keep lifting the head, chest comes off the ground, shine the heart forward. So you feel there's a bit of a drag against the mat with your forearms. You're anchored through the hips and the navel. Don't lose sight, don't lose awareness of those long legs behind you. Hold here. Switch the breath. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you exhale, release the head down. And extend the arms overhead, palms down. Just keep the bottom legs or the bottom body active. I'm not going to let my heels fall to the inside or the outside. The legs are still nicely aligned. Bring your elbows back into position for Sphinx pose. But this time we're going to come right up into a dolphin plank. But let's do it in stages. Curl the toes under. Activate the legs to the point where your knees come off the mat. So you're just on your toes, okay? You can feel your hip points now. From here, find that awareness of a slight pelvic tilt to engage the core. So you feel there's a little bit more pressure of the pelvic bone against the mat. Feel your hands and forearms on the mat. Bring those shoulders behind you. Lift the head slightly, but look down at the mat. Now inhale, in one movement, lift up. Dolphin plank. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In one nice unit, your whole body, as you exhale, bring it all the way down. Try to have it touch all at the same time, as best you can. Release the toes. Find your position for Sphinx pose. Shoulders, legs, belly button. If you inhale, lift the head, extend the back forward. Keep lifting the chest off. Shine the heart. Hold. Switching the breath for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, release down. Curl the toes under. Activate the legs with the knees off the mat. Feel that little bit of pressure right on the pelvis right now. Do a little pelvic tilt to increase it. Bring those shoulders behind you. Activate the arms. And then in one movement, inhale, rise up to plank. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. And go ahead, release the toes, extend the arms up overhead. You're resting your forehead or your nose on the mat. Keep the legs active. Don't let those heels drop to the side. Hold here. And now let's come into a cobra position. Bring your hands into position. Ideally, fingers are in line with the shoulders. Shrug those shoulders behind you. Activate your legs. You can feel the pelvic bone and the navel on the mat. Relax the shoulders even more behind you. Let's go in stages. If you inhale, simply lift the head off the mat first. Same thing as in the space. You want to feel that you're sort of dragging your hands behind you as you extend the spine in the direction of the head. All right, so as you inhale, feel that extension of the spine forward and then shine the heart. Relax the shoulders. Switching the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, release the head down to the mat. All right, same thing here. Curl the toes under. All right, I can't demonstrate, so I'm going to go back to my forearms, but you guys can do this. Lift the knees off, activate the legs, feel that bit of a pelvic tilt. And then inhale, rise up in 1 unit, right up to a regular plank. And hold. Sometimes we get lazy. That's why we're doing this exercise. And we say, oh, I'll lift my chest up first, I'll lift my butt up first. We're trying to lift up the whole body in a nice plank going up and down. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this can be challenging as you slowly bend your elbows. Try and bring the whole body down as you exhale, coming down all at the same time. And then release the arms overhead. Keep your legs active. Heels are still pointing up towards the sky. Hold here. And let's do it one more time. Bring your hands into position. Review your legs, feet, hips. Like pelvic tilt here, roll the shoulders up and back once more. As you inhale, lift the head. And then on your second inhale, extend the spine forward before you think about shining the heart. And hold here. I'm going to go back into space so you guys can stay in the cobra. Hold. Switching the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, slowly come back down. Curl the toes under, lift the knees up, activate your core, activate your back and arms. And then as you inhale, rise up. Plank, hold. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, exhale, slowly bend those elbows and come down. Release the feet, release the arms overhead. And stay here. The head stays in the same position. Coming into modified locust pose, go ahead and bring the arms behind you, palms down, hands are right next to your hips. Now, for some of you who have really nice flexibility, you can bring your hands underneath your body with the pinkies meeting right in the middle of your body. For others, if you're more comfortable, keep your hands on the outside of your body, pinky in, thumb out. Again, let's bring those shoulders away from us. Bring the legs together. As we raise the right leg, keep the left leg active. You don't want it to fall out to the side. This is about awareness of the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings as we lift our leg behind us. And we have the support of the mat to make sure that our hips are squared. All right, we're in position. As you inhale, go ahead, lift that right leg up. And Jesse had a really nice suggestion. Think that someone's pulling your big toe away from your body, so you're pulling your leg up and out and away from you. But don't lose sight of feeling that pelvic bone on the mat. Right? This is your hamstring. Hamstring and glutes at work. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. All right, so it doesn't matter if your leg is 3 feet off the ground or 1 inch. What does matter is that you're aware of the energy and the muscle groups you're using to lift the leg, because it's the same energy and muscle group in a warrior 3. Same thing about having your hips square. It's just that we have the support of the mat right now. All right, left side. Ready? Inhale, lift up. Don't sacrifice the squareness of your hips to lift the leg. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Let's do the right side again. Ready? Inhale up. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, release. The left side. Inhale up. And hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, release. And now relax the legs, let the heels fall to the outside. Bring your hands in front of you in the crocodile pose. Let the head fall to one side. And make your way back into child's pose once more. It feels good on the lower back. And let's stay here. Just allow that lower back to lengthen again. Nice slow breaths for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into downward facing dog. You can do a dolphin or downward facing dog if you like. Lift the hips up, and as you exhale, come right into your pose. And let's keep our feet about hip width apart. Just hold here. Again, let's be aware of the position of our spine. If you find it challenging to keep your spine straight here, I'd rather you bend your knees and then extend the spine, rather than have straight legs but a rounded back. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before we come back to child's pose, let's shift those shoulders over your wrists. Bring the knees down and exhale to child's pose. This time when we come back into downward facing dog, let's have our feet together because we'll be coming into a 3-legged position. So we have more stability if at least one of your legs on the ground is near the midline. All right. So as you inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, find that downward facing dog, feet together. Again, don't feel shy about bending your knees because it's super important that your back is straight, especially when we lift one leg behind us. All right, we're in position. I feel that my hips obviously are squared off. This is the right leg. As I inhale, raise the right leg behind you. Only as far as you can without compromising that squared off hip. Now, just like we did in cow and cat, don't let the belly be soft here. You don't want to collapse it. You want to have a nice straight spine. This is no different from when we were in neutral state at top and extending the leg behind us. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, release the right leg down. Opposite side. Inhale, lift up, left leg behind you. So there's a lot going on. I'm using my glutes and hamstrings to raise the leg behind me. I'm keeping my back straight with integrity, not letting my belly poof out. Keeping my hips squared, pushing through the hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the left leg down. Before coming into child's pose, as you inhale, shift the shoulders over the wrists, drop the knees, and exhale to child. If your wrists or elbows are hurting, or your shoulders, you can bring your hands behind you, palms facing up, right next to your feet, and that just gives a little relief to those joints. Let's stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time as you inhale, bring the hips up and exhale into your downward facing dog. All right, same awareness here. Right leg first, as you inhale, bring the right leg down behind you. Square off. Strong core. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the right leg down. Opposite side. Inhale. Send that left leg behind you. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish. Coming into child pose for the last time. Shift your weight. Shoulders over wrists. Bring the knees down. And come into child pose. Vajrasana, lift the head, lengthen the spine a little bit more. Use your hands, inhale, rise up. Coming into Vajrasana. Once you come into position, go ahead, close your eyes. Press the hands lightly on the thighs. Let's hold here in stillness. Counting down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing back into a low squat, arms extended. Go ahead, bring your hands to the mat, curl the toes under, and then let's push back into our low squat. Extend the arms, tuck the head, round the back. So now we have a very different position of the spine from our downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a nice forward fold, release the hands, slide them back. Ideally, fingers and toes are in line, and then as you exhale, lift the hips, drop the head, and forward fold. Hold here, feels good. We'll stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse swan dive, down the knees, lift the head, and then inhale, raise on the way up, at the top, hands together, and exhale, release your hands to your sides. Let's find a position on our mat where we can have our blocks in front of us just to help support us in a supported warrior 3. If you don't need the blocks, if you can reach the mat, that's fine. But if not, get your blocks ready. All right. Just as we did in the cowing pat, just as we did in downward facing dog, when we lift that right leg up behind us in warrior 3, we have to engage the core here. We have to think not to let my belly fall out. I want to keep a slight pelvic tilt to keep it engaged. And I really think about my shoulders too. Because if we forget where our shoulders are in terms of engaging and keeping the shoulder blades towards the spine, we're simply dumping more weight there. And then warrior 3 is even harder to hold. So I always think about, bring my shoulders back, whether my hands are in prayer position, extended overhead, or out to the side. I always activate that back. That way, lower, middle, and upper spine are engaged. All right, we're staying on our mat, facing forward. We've got our blocks ready to meet them. Let's come into chair pose first to begin. So, Tadasana, open up the palms. Inhale, arms up. Hands together as you exhale, sit into chair. Now, remember, even in chair, if we have too much of an arch back, do a slight pelvic tilt to lengthen that back. As you exhale, keep your knees bent and just reach for your blocks. Little easy forward fold. Either your blocks or the mat, okay, whatever's good for you. Now, in this position, I can see, okay, my feet are squared off. I'm lifting the arch, slight external rotation of knee and hip to keep a nice alignment of both legs. Standing leg will be the left leg. As you inhale, shift the weight left. Take that right leg and extend it behind you. As you come into the full extension of the right leg, you can choose to keep the left knee bent or straight. But whatever you do, keep those hips squared off. Keep that slight pelvic tilt to engage the lower back. Think about holding yourself up in the rib cage and the upper back, okay? Even though I've got my blocks here, I'm not dumping my weight into my blocks. I'm still thinking, oh yeah, my shoulder blades are near my spine. Good. Take your mind, take that mental focus to your glutes and your hamstrings, holding up that leg. Hold here, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring that right leg back down. Bend the knees, extend the arms up overhead. You're back into the chair pose. Good. Let's do the opposite side. As you exhale, release the arms down to the mat or your block. Take stock of your position first. Even here, I think, okay, get my shoulders out of the way. Inhale, shift the weight to the right leg. Bring up the left. Extend it behind you. I don't care if your right leg is a little bent or straight. Square the hips. Feel that bit of a pelvic tilt so that the belly doesn't just poof down. Feel that you're lifting up through the rib cage, the back of your rib cage. Feel those shoulder blades engaged. That standing leg, I'm still pushing out. I'm not dumping weight into my right foot. I'm lifting up through, all the way through the hip. Both here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the left leg down. Bend the knees, inhale, come up to chair pose. Hold here. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands together, exhale, hands to your heart. All right, you can choose to reach for the blocks or try and keep your hands at heart position as we come into chair pose. Left leg is a standing leg. Do inhale, shift the weight to the left to free up that right foot. And then slowly extend it back behind you. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring it back into chair pose. And let's stand up. Bend arms up high. And release your hands to the side. We're going to get ready to do the opposite side. Got too many mats underneath me. It's too soft. I'm going to get back to the floor. All right. Into Tadasana. Inhale, arms up high. Hands together. Exhale the heart. As you sit into chair. All right. Right leg is your standing leg. Shift the weight to the right leg. Slowly extend it behind you. And as you extend the torso over the mat. Square off. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend arms high. Then release your hands down. Very nice. All right, let's come down onto the mat on your back. Laying on our back, let's do a nice spinal twist. We've introduced a lot of tension in the back. So this is going to feel very nice. Extend the arms out to the sides. All together, take a breath in. Exhale, and try to tilt, flip the knees over hips. And on your next exhale, knees go right, and look back. Let's hold here in stillness for 2 minutes. And all together, rolling over to the other side, take a breath in. Exhale, contract tilt, go to center, and then continue all the way to the left. Knee look right. And all together, coming back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, roll to center. Inhale, hands to knees, exhale, knees to chest. You can stay here in stillness or roll from side to side. Let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, roll up right into Dandasana, keeping your arms extended up high. And then, as we did yesterday, you choose. Let's roll back into cloud pose, Halasana, and shoulder stand. But remember, you only do this if this is part of your regular practice, and you have no issues with your neck. All right. If it's not in your usual practice, then just please come to the waterfall pose, whether against a wall or just on your mat. All right, let's exhale, you curl down. And you come over, nicely tuck chin. Take your shoulders away from your ears. And we end up in Halasana cow pose. You can choose to have your knees bent or straight. Just flex those ankles. You can choose to have your arms behind you or next to your feet. Coming into shoulder stand, bring your hands to your lower back. Right leg first, take a breath in. As you exhale, extend it up high. Again, don't dump weight, keep extending your foot up towards the sky. And as you keep extending up, your hip points come in the direction of your head. And slowly that just releases the left foot. And then you bring it up to the right.